Platinum standard grading week that was called Card Chaos, the Card Chaos podcast. Huge welcome. As is quite obvious to people, you will see that Brett McCallum is not here today. So
what? Really?
I know.
No way.
He
was giving you rubbish all last week that you keep missing.
Yeah, I know.
He misses
2 weeks in a row. So it is good to be back. Card Chaos, brought to you by Platinum Standard Grading, brought to you by The Yard, Gold Coast, brought to you by a host of other places too, but mostly Platinum Standard Grading. Welcome, guys. Jez on my right.
Hello.
How's it been this week?
It's been great.
Been great?
Been great.
Yeah, how'd your footy team go?
They had the best week you could possibly have in any sport ever.
Really? Why is that?
Because they didn't play.
Oh, week off.
That's a bad.
And their VFL didn't play. So
really? So no one played?
Double wins.
Double wins for that. And obviously to the left, the one and only Pugz. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Very good. You, I know you were off doing your music stuff on the weekend, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Looked like a lot of fun.
It's always fun.
Yes. We'll have to. We still have to come up with a Platinum Standard Grading song.
I got one.
Yeah, but it doesn't just.
Do we have the jingle yet?
No, I forgot to record. I forgot to rip it.
All right, so let's just start with this one.
Yeehaw! Is that Taylor Shillam?
A few people have joined. Taylor, as usual, he's always in there, and Mint Collectibles. How are you, Zach? I've got to talk to you, Zach. Actually, so I will remember to call you. I've got to get in the.
Hey, Zach.
Well, I could talk to him now. I had an interview, Zach, on Friday with the local radio station down here, and they wanted to talk to you as well. So I'll talk to you after and give you the
good stuff.
Give you the numbers there. Liam Gazzard's there. Multiverse Collectibles has joined. Ipswich Picture Frame, we already know that. Ado Collectibles, Taylor, Sun's Card Collector, and Wish Y Damien.
Wishy Damien, that's Damo from Good Games.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. So everyone's joined. So, week in trading cards. Now, I know I wasn't here last week, and I know we talked about another Platinum 10, so
boom,
they're coming out of the woodwork now.
It's good to see.
Did we have any other... What do we have this week? Oh, we had a really cool card come from one of the... what do you call that thing? From the collector's market. That old school Fleer hot numbers.
Oh, the Hakeem Elijah one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot numbers.
or the platinum.
The platinum.
Yeah.
The platinum. The platinum from the currency cards.
Inside a platinum slab.
Yep. So has that been slabbed yet?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Did it get a platinum 10?
I can't.
We can't
verify that.
Yeah.
Can't verify or deny that.
No.
I can't. I
that
don't
would
even
be pretty cool though.
All we know is the card is graded.
So for those playing along at home, platinum. That's the card they're talking of is from the Cardsmith's currency.
Yes.
Release, which was from last year. So, what was that? Crony 9 joined. So there you go. Welcome to him. Anything else happening around the traps?
No.
It's been a pretty quiet week, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, just been consistently doing same thing. So
getting some cards out the door. So this week though, what have we got? We got a run sheet. Which does Brett provide you with a run sheet?
Pugz provided us with a run sheet last week.
Well done, Pugz.
And might I say, it was a pretty good run sheet.
Better than this one? A little bit, eh? Well, this is just we just reuse it over and over. That's okay. Well done, Pugz. I'm really proud of you for doing that because we might try and do one next week more than 5 minutes before we start, which would be good. But so look, talking about cards, let's talk about some cards. Now, we don't really know if we're going to hit the right button. Okay.
Let's just go whatever.
Whatever you quick, we speak.
That's what we're going to.
So we're going to talk about some Aussies abroad because that's the button I hit because we don't have the little things on the buttons.
Thanks, Ruby.
Thanks, Rubes. Aussies abroad. Aussies making waves. Is the NBA draft coming up?
Yeah, it's only a couple of days away.
Yeah. So is there any Aussies?
I could not deny or confirm that. I actually have no idea.
Of all the things that
I don't follow the draft. I don't really care for the draft.
Isn't there that guy from New Zealand, Mojave someone?
Mojave Diva. I don't know.
No, that's a horse.
I know.
Mojave Diva. Okay, well, that's really let that one down.
No, I don't follow the draft. Because look at this year's finals.
Yep.
The two main players were like low draft picks. Like Joker was the second round and Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round. So I don't really follow it. I've never really followed it, but it is what it is.
In the AFL, do you follow the draft?
I do, yes, but it's also the same in the AFL as well. Like some players that are guns are in like the second.
Yeah, because
week or whatever.
it's funny because some people can play at a certain level of competition and some people can't.
Mojave King is his
Harvey
name.
King, Majav.
So
I think Zach, you should come
Zach,
sit here and
Zach
have a chat.
and Chop. He's all over that. Chop's on the NBL card thing. We'll talk about NBL cards later. Zach, have NBL cards come in with you yet? That's a good question that I needed to ask you as well. Yeah, so because at the moment, Nick Larkey
Yes.
was picked 76 in the draft.
Yeah, and Mitch Lewis.
Mitch Lewis was picked 70,
Yeah, and they're
73 and 76.
both guns. And like usually key defenders are very high picks in the draft, like Harris Andrews and
Yeah.
I think Ridley was like pick 30 or something.
Yeah, and they, as obviously they're producing the goods for their teams at the moment. So yeah, so you don't take the draft in.
No,
It's
I've
very sad.
never got into it. It doesn't interest me.
So what other Aussies are doing well abroad at the moment?
Uzi?
Uzi Khawaja.
Uzi?
What do you think about the send off he got last night?
I don't love it, but like it's in the sport. Like
Yeah,
that's what they do. They all take the piss out of each other.
I mean, the bloke's batted for 8 hours.
But to be honest, what are you doing really? Like you've got him out. Yeah, he scored 141 runs on you.
Yeah,
Well, not on you, but on your team.
well, it was on him.
Yeah, so like you're not really doing much.
No, and he got definitely got the send off, but Uzi didn't seem to care.
No,
He just
he scored 141 runs.
yeah, he just
Yeah, living the dream.
put the bat under the arm and walked off. Because our own Adam Hollyoake is over there at the moment. He's been sending me back some messages.
I didn't know, but my brother was at the game as well.
Your brother's at the game at Edgbaston.
Yeah.
That's insane. Did he
Yeah.
have a good time?
Oh, I haven't spoken to him. I just saw a photo on Facebook and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. He's in England at the moment.
That's awesome.
So Jez is obviously he's our resident, like the laid back character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Things just happen around. So yeah, the Aussies. Well, talking about the Aussies, that game is unbelievably poised at the moment.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
Have you been following it?
What's the what is it? The Bazball?
Baseball.
What is that? I've heard about it. I don't know what it is.
So Seagulls Cards has joined as well. So baseball is a situation where you don't give a shit.
So like my situation really.
Yeah. So
Chessball.
interestingly, England had won 1 out of 11 Test matches, and were being crucified for being the worst cricket team in the world. Brendan McCullum came in as coach. His nickname is Baz, and he just told them, just go and hit the ball. See ball, hit ball. Hit ball hard, hit ball long.
That's usually how you do it, yeah.
Yeah, and so they went from scoring 270 runs a day to 500 runs a day,
Oh, wow.
and they've won 13 of their next 16 matches after that. So everyone seems to think that it's the panacea that's turned English cricket around, but there is a big chance that they've just been lucky.
Could be.
So
Well, they just started using logic.
Yeah. Or just started
Hit
to
the ball.
well, that's right.
It's a pretty good thing to do when you want to play cricket.
Well, yeah, but they've made 400 on the first day, which is
That's all. Yeah.
that's a lot of runs.
Decent.
And Australia took 4 sessions, so they took an extra 30 overs to make the same amount of runs.
Oh, wow.
So that gives you an idea. And there's no right or wrong answer, no right or wrong way of playing, but it certainly makes for exciting cricket. And what are they? Two down England at the moment, 35 runs ahead,
Yes.
something like that.
I
So
checked it yesterday, but not this morning.
yeah, so it is well and truly poised to be one of the great Test matches of all times. Basketball-wise, we've got the Aussie team is preparing obviously for the World Championships.
Yeah. I don't know if have they heard back from Ben Simmons if he was going to play or not?
No, that's coming close. That must be close because
I know.
think he had
I know
to
there was a deadline where he had to say,
I think
"Yes,
it's
I'm going to come."
July sometime because it's August. So how do those players go? Do they go into a camp?
Yeah, they go to I'm guessing it'll probably be in Canberra at the AIS or something, and they all just go together. It's the same way that even Team USA and all that do it. They all just get together in one place, do a whole lot of drills, team bonding, all that kind of thing, and then they choose a squad.
So have like a final trial to get that team down.
Our team's going to be pretty mint this year.
Mint collectibles.
Yeah,
Did you say?
yeah. Well, NBL cards, he hasn't got them yet.
I know.
But Yeah, we just got so many good players. Like, it's good to see.
With the World Championships, I mean, if the US get beaten, it's a massive upset, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
because they're considered the best.
are they playing for second, or is there a chance that they do get beaten?
Who? US or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course they can get beaten. Like a couple of years ago, Australia beat them. It was only that muck around game in Melbourne or whatever, but still, Australia won in front of that 70,000 people or whatever it was.
Yep.
Yeah, so like they can be beaten.
Yeah, but there was no.
But
A lot of their players didn't play.
Yeah, but even their B grade players are A grade players.
Oh, against us, yeah.
Yeah,
Still
which
an
is
upset.
against most of the world. So
And we've got Summer League starting now.
yeah, that's coming soon.
A little birdie has tweeted to me. I don't know if that's the right words. I've actually learned a lot about Twitter today, haven't I?
Happens on Twitter, right?
I've heard
tweeted.
some stories about Twitter, but a little birdie has told me via the internet, a direct message to me that
Hit straight in the DMs, eh?
Jason Galloway has signed to play NBA Summer League. So
That's kind of cool. Which team?
well, that person who tweeted it might want to tweet me back right now and tell me that.
Oh, so their camp's in Cairns,
The camp is in
and they're going
Cairns.
to play some warm-up games in Melbourne. That's sick.
Oh, that's right. They're playing, I think, 3 games in Melbourne, like over a week, which would be pretty cool. Bloody Melbourne get all the good things, don't they? Sports-wise.
Yeah. It's because they got a lot of stadiums,
I guess so.
like decent stadiums too.
So my little tweeter just said that he
He
doesn't
don't
know. So thanks, Chop.
Thanks, Chop.
Well, on that too, talking about stadiums and things that happen around the world, did you see yesterday? On the Gold
It was
Coast.
a day.
On the Gold Coast.
Oh, Tim Zoo.
Tim Zoo.
Bro,
see
wasn't
it,
it?
man.
That was
72
insane.
72 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the average price for a ticket was $200.
Isn't that?
So $3 a second for watching that fight.
Then they should, after that, they should just get the fans in. Hey, you versus you, go.
Just
Like kick to kick.
Yeah. Winner stays on.
yeah, that was. But I mean, it's just showing that how much ahead of the competition
Yeah.
he is. So
Oh, yeah. Look who his dad is. Like, Dad's one of the GOATs. So,
he is.
but that doesn't mean anything because, like, Michael Jordan's sons aren't killing the world in basketball.
Sylvester Stallone's daughters are hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say yes to that.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that
Yes
until
to
till that trailer came on. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
yeah, no, exactly. How can 3 sisters?
Adrian!
Yeah. What, that would have been a class if he called one of his daughters that.
Adriana or something.
But yeah, it's Tim Zoo, and then Nikita fights in a couple of weeks. I want to see them fight each other.
Do you?
Yeah, no, not really. But it would tell who the best fighter in the family is, and then get Costa to be the ref. It's probably happened a few times in their life.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine what their household was like? It would have been the bomb.
It would have been. But then Nikita, he
They had a
said,
room just for it. All right, boys, get into that room.
get into the
Yeah,
boxing
there
room. That would be sensational.
It's got like padded walls and stuff.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
State of Origin this week.
Woo!
You know, press another button for it?
Oh,
or-
no, because I don't know which.
Just
button's
just hit a button.
That's drum roll.
That's drum roll.
I could have told you that.
we can
which. State of Origin is on this week.
Oh, so it must
That's
go.
yeah, it does.
It goes in a zigzag.
Okay, well, we're going to go with that then.
Sports news.
Sports news. I feel like when that comes on, I always feel like The Simpsons is on.
I think
Kinda-
sports news is this one.
Yeah, I think it is too. I hit the wrong one.
Hey! That's all you need, really. Yeah.
Love it. That's it.
Yeah, so State of Origin 2 is the big news, obviously, in Australia this week.
Yes,
Suncorp
sir.
Stadium sold out.
Well, the east coast of Australia, really. But
Well, I think Australia-wide they tune into this one.
well, we do love our
We just
Guys
love our sports,
running into each other.
bashing each
Yeah.
other and putting their finger up people's
Nothing else
butts.
to do on a Wednesday night, so you might as well.
We can go down to the yard.
Go to the
on
yard,
Gold
mate.
Coast.
Yard.
It's going to be on the big screen
Bring
there.
your jumpers.
Oh, it was cold last time,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and we don't feel the cold. That's the funny thing. You and me don't feel the cold. It was cold.
I won't be going this week. I'm going to stay at home because the voice is already struggling with the cold I got. But really, like, we got 55,000 Queenslanders are going to be there. Out of that, 55,000 at the game.
Hi, Bailey.
Probably 50,000 will be Queensland supporters.
Yeah.
If you've never been to the most feral place in the whole world, that's the place you want to go. because it is going to be on for young and old. And
Should be pretty cool.
if Queensland win, they win the series. New South Wales will suck an egg for another 12 months. I feel like
it's all scripted every year though.
Oh, here we go.
Well, like
it's like all sports.
There's double here.
But like, gets him every time.
Like, if New South Wales win, it's definitely scripted.
No, but I don't really care. And then game 3 is just all for everybody. Just go nuts.
Yeah.
How can you script it? How can you script someone getting their head kicked in the,
Pretty simple. Just punch on, boys.
Same way they do WCW.
That's different.
They do when
that's
to get
two
a
people.
Head kick.
So to script it, and there's plenty of, I know you're taking the piss out of me because you know how much it rolls me up, but there's plenty of people out there that believe that sport is rigged.
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
Right, now, to rig a rugby league game, there's 34 players, there's 2 coaches,
they're all actors. That's why they get paid so well.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's it, I'm out.
It's not that hard to script. Just tell them.
I like Bailey. Rube. Is that meant to be Rob?
Rube.
That's your name from now on.
Tom's gone, goodbye Ruby Tuesday. Ruby, why are you taking over this thing? You should come in here. The crowd wants you.
Yeah.
The crowd wants you.
Yeah, okay. And when I say crowd, I mean just the one.
Oh, the Dreamboat. Nate, what's up, mate? Just noticed his name.
So, so it's not scripted. I'm just going to
it's not.
I'm just going to let you know it's not scripted. For you, it's not scripted, right?
Just tell 34
so
blokes.
Who's going to win?
Yeah.
New South Wales.
Oh,
what's the score?
It'll
be 34 to 28.
34 to 32.
Who wrote the script? Who wrote the script?
Rob did.
Rob! Hey, Rube!
Rube did.
Good job, Rube.
Okay, I'm going for Queensland, obviously, because...
I'm also going for Queensland.
Yeah, Queensland.
Oh, but you think New South Wales will win for the
scripted.
The other thing, the NBA finished this week.
It did?
For sports.
Boom.
You happy?
Oh, yeah, I just love basketball. I didn't actually care who won. I was hoping it would get a game 6 or a game 7, but
just so you could watch
the best team won. Like, they were the best team the whole season, so they deserved it over anybody.
Well, they were the number 1 seeds on the number 1 side. So
they had the best season, the best playoffs, and they were better in the finals. Like, when they were, because they were healthy, which was great. It's good to actually see a team healthy.
Yeah. Did Jokic won the MVP, which
he did. Yep.
Kind of fitting.
Finals MVP.
Yeah, so you can put that onto the belt now as well. That he's
the thing with him. I don't think he cares. I think it's just it's like it's just his day job. I think basketball.
Didn't he lose his trophy or something?
Yeah, well, they were all having a little bit of fun on the Terps, and he said he put it into the like the person that looks after all their stuff.
Oh yeah.
Put it in their office, and they obviously went off and had a fun night. And then he's like, "It's not there anymore."
So he's lost his trophy.
But they had it at the parade that they were doing.
Oh, okay, so
they were holding it up and stuff.
Oh, is this the main trophy?
No, not the main one. The Finals MVP.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't think he can lose the big massive one.
It's Larry O'Brien. Larry O'Brien.
Yeah,
I've seen Larry. I told you that, didn't
I? No.
Yeah, I saw Larry at the Staples Centre. They had it, and you could go and pay $400 to stand next to Larry and have your photo taken.
Oh, you mean the actual trophy?
Yeah.
I've seen it's kind of like a duplicate one that's pretty much the same at the Hall of Fame in near Boston.
Well, I just took a photo of it and then security chased me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and they made me delete the photo, which was all right because it was a shit photo.
That's where you take a photo and you quickly send it or something. And then, oh, crap, I've got to delete it.
Yeah, bye-bye. So, yeah, I read an article where he, in the off-season, he just goes back to Serbia.
Yeah, he goes and rides his horses and
yeah,
hangs out with his family.
Drinks beers, has a couple of pizzas.
Regular. I remember when he won the MVP award, they actually flew to Serbia to award it to him.
And
he was riding his horse, like horse and carriage, just riding along, and he gets off and he's like, "Oh, thanks, guys!" Like, I was like, "This guy's awesome."
Maybe him and Vladimir Putin could get together and do like a horse riding vlog.
Yeah, or King Charles play polo and stuff.
Yeah, could do that.
He's probably too old to play polo these days, but
yeah, I don't know. Might fall off and break a leg. What other things are happening in sport at the moment? We've got
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant.
His thing finally came through.
Ja Morant. That
What'd you point at me for?
Yeah, I know, because you've reminded me.
Because you're young.
And
I am Ja Morant.
So what happened with Ja?
He got suspended 25 games.
For doing what?
Being an idiot.
Being a douche.
dickhead.
It's just, holding a gun up in
It was a fake gun.
another Instagram.
It
it was a toy gun.
It was
That's
a
what these
toy
people
gun.
came out.
Was it on Twitter?
It's probably
It was
on
on-
Twitter,
on
but it was on
everything.
Instagram Live, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I know I saw a thing about. I've actually got it right here. The NBA, the Player Tribunal or whatever they are, actually came out to say, the Players Association, they're unhappy with the length of Ja Morant's suspension.
Saying it's too long.
Yeah, too long.
It's costing him $8 million.
Yeah, about that.
That's a lot of money.
It is. I don't think I'll ever see $8 million in my life, unless I win this Thursday's Powerball.
Yeah,
So-
I'm in it.
$100 million.
I know, that's
Woo!
pretty good. So 25 games, which means that he's ineligible for the
Any
NBA,
awards.
all the teams that they vote on at the end
Yeah,
of the
because
year.
what's is it 65 games?
now, yeah.
Yeah, so
Which
if he
is-
misses 25, he's playing under 60.
Yeah.
Be 57 if he plays every game. That's crazy.
And he won't play every game anyway. They'll
Nah, you'll
manage him.
Yeah, as they do.
Yeah, so
I wonder if that's what
it's
they're
massive. That's probably why they
disputing
did
it. Like, hey, he's not even getting a chance to do anything. But you don't really play for awards. You play to win the
Could you
championship
imagine
at the
anyone in AFL getting done for 25 games? So 25 games, so that's a third of a season basically. So AFL equivalent 7 or 8 games.
Yeah, it's happened before, hasn't it?
It has, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore. Well, you can punch someone in the face now in AFL and you get a fine, but if you tackle them and they fall to the ground, they cop a
depends
week.
how big the tackle is.
Or how
If you
dangerous where you grab them.
What if you do like 4 dangerous tackles in a row? Do you get like 8 weeks?
You should, but you won't.
Like Sicily, if he comes back in like 3 weeks and does it again.
Every game he plays does the same thing.
Some play, and Ja Morant's like this, some players just get a loading for being a douche.
Yeah.
And poor old James Sicily, he's got a bit of a history of
Toby
Green, Ja Morant.
Yeah. The thing is, like, David Stern came out saying it's not to like make a statement or anything like that. It's 100%. That's what they're doing.
Of course they've got to.
They
They can't have players
They don't
going
want players
around
doing it. Yeah.
throwing guns around. That's just crapola. It's not gonna go very well for the league. But then they also came out and said that they'd been investigating some earlier posts that he'd made too that had been deleted.
Oh, really?
So Jar's just not very smart.
No, he could have like a substance problem. Like he could,
Maybe.
I don't know, like whether he's like on the terps a bit too much or hanging with his boys and just does silly stuff.
There's a guy named Tom on here who's asked me to talk about the Hawks beating the Lions. Well, that is old news, my friend. That is a week ago. The Lions have won a game since.
Guy named Tom, eh?
Yeah.
Must be a good bloke.
Yeah, didn't the Lions beat the Swans?
That's why Brett's not here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Brett would
didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You guys were at the game too.
Look, I'm going to give Brett credit. That was the first time I've been to a Lions and Swans game with him, and I was worried how he'd handle losing.
I was following it, and Sydney were up for like a good bit of it, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a close game. It wasn't the greatest game, but it was close. But no, Brett he just supports his team, and they lost.
See, that's good though.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good night, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a good night.
It was especially the Lions.
How was the slide thing?
What they didn't really do a slide, did
No,
they?
you know the like the carnival games where someone sits on a thing, they throw the ball and it like drops them into the
dunks
water.
them or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. There was one of them until like ice.
Oh,
water.
is that all it was?
Yeah, but it was still pretty cold water apparently.
Boring.
Oh, come on.
No, it was all right. Still
was
for the good cause.
But if it was celebrities and stuff, I guess. Well, like
there was. Do you
Rugby players
see
and stuff.
Adam Reynolds kick a goal?
I know. He did it better than Charlie Cameron did on the night.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't see it, but all I heard was everyone cheer, and I was like, "What just happened?"
so let people know they had the ice challenge where celebrities got dunked into the ice water, and
so it was actually ice water. Like,
oh yeah. And I just thought it was great that the rugby league boys turned up to the AFL to do it.
There was like 3 of them, wasn't there?
3 of them, yeah.
That's cool.
2 from the Broncos and 1 from the Redcliffe Dolphins. So that was good because they all had buys, so they could afford to have their players have an ice bath on a Friday night. But no, another good crowd there. And the AFL's announced that Gather Round is going to happen again.
Gather Round.
So
was it the 4th of June?
4th of April.
Round 4. I was well off. I know it was the 4th.
Round 4.
Mm-hmm.
Round 4 at the 4th? On the 4th?
Yep. Over 5 days.
4th of the 4th. Round 4.
So I'm going to put it here. I'm putting in for some annual leave, so I won't be here. And it's Jen's birthday. So
sorry, Jen.
Yeah, Jen's going.
Jen will be
Adelaide.
seeing the city of churches.
She will be sitting. She can sleep in Adelaide while I go to footy games. It'll be sensational.
What a birthday!
It will be.
What a hubby.
Yeah, well, there's rumours that that's not true, but that's what we're going to do anyway. And so in Adelaide, school holidays, all the AFL coming, how hard is it going to be to get accommodation?
So hard. It'd be almost impossible.
I know,
You'd have to book yesterday.
I mean, I love the thing. I mean, it makes sense that it's in school holidays so they don't get as many people travelling there, but man, it's going to make it hard. That was
I was just laughing like.
all right, let's hit the next button. I don't even know.
Yeah, hit the yellow one.
You got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold 'em,
know when to fold 'em,
when to fold 'em,
know when to walk away,
walk.
know when to run.
Run.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Supercoach.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh, baby.
Magic.
That stuff's sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Inverted
Are
cough.
is it the Lord of the Rings one you're talking
Lord of
about?
the Rings.
Boom.
Comes out on Friday.
It does. I
Okay.
saw a sneak peek the other day at Good Games.
Yeah.
I don't know if I meant to proclaim this, but he was just like
Sorting out
busting
the
them open
singles.
for singles. Yeah.
Yep. I know local card shoppers received their delivery,
Nice.
but we did get a thing saying please do not sell these before June 23rd. But
We can bust the box though.
we're not.
Yes, we can.
Unless you're going to pay for it, that'd be great.
I'll give you $1.
Yeah, I'll give you two. I'll give you $2.
Oh, that looks like we stopped at $2.
Sweet.
$1 million US
If you get the 101.
if you get the
Yeah.
101.
saw
Wasn't
that.
it more?
Well, yeah.
I know the
depends.
card world were doing 1 million, but there might be other ones that
I
come out.
think, what's his name was saying 2.5.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else put out another bounty. I don't know who.
There's lots of fakes out there too. Like someone's reprinted like a whole bunch of fakes.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
So
How can you reprint a fake of a card you don't even know what it looks like yet?
they've obviously.
Well, if you get it out before everyone knows what it looks like, then
or
they
they
won't know.
Ooh.
they did put
Ooh.
they did put photos and stuff out about it. So
Okay, so maybe
whether
someone's
someone's
copied off
just done it, but there was a photo of like someone holding it, and they got like 6 one of one,
that. It's an
ring
amazing
them all.
marketing technique though. To
like the golden ticket
yeah,
with the Wonka type stuff,
so one person's going to pick up $1 million,
or 2.5
Or 2.5.
Or
US. That'd be US dollars too.
they're going to pick up a lot of money.
So we're gonna bust that box upstairs.
No,
Well,
because
it
they're
could
not-
be in the box, Rob.
They're not cheap.
I told him that
Yeah.
too. It's
It's
in
the
the box.
2.5
Yeah,
mil.
but it's not cheap. But if you bust it and you get it,
You can get
it's paid for itself, man.
You can get 2.5 mil and $2 from Pugz.
And I don't
Wait,
get
no,
you
no, but the 2.5 will be mine. I paid him $2.
no, it's not happening.
Pugz has a $2 bounty on the card.
Yep, $2 bounty.
I'm the one
That's all I can afford. Barely that.
keep talking.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Yeah, no, it's sending the magic world into a frenzy. I know at the local card
Yeah,
shop we're
sure.
getting a lot of inquiries about them.
That's cool.
Sold a couple of boxes, pre-orders, and things like that. So,
Nice.
but they're not easy to even get.
No, they wouldn't be.
for-
Be like the Disney type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, which obviously they went gangbusters. And
I think it's good though to see a buzz in the hobby.
and something, yeah, it's
That's
something
cool.
different other than the
Other than
Pokemon or sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering. And there's a variety of different ways. The collector's box is the one where the $1 million bounty.
Yeah,
cards
and
in.
the collector's packs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's the booster boxes and the collector's box and this box and that
The collector's box is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's
Like what you
tiny
get
though.
in it. It's like, yeah, I noticed. I thought it was going to be huge, and then
Yeah.
I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's only like.
It's
this big.
actually gone.
What?
It's gone. Pugz touched
It did for it did for a second, and then I was like, oh no, I better put it back.
Yeah, thanks for that. An NBL card. So we
Next week, hopefully,
we touched on that.
unless your name's Cherry.
Have they got?
I believe so. I saw some selling.
Yeah, I know some places have got them. They've got them direct from the US, whereas we have to. I know that through Mint they deal directly with Topps, so they're still waiting on theirs. But it's cool to have them back.
They're doing a Chrome version too. Hey,
They are.
that would be cool.
They're supposed to be doing a Chrome version, but heck, get them out would be what I'd say.
Yeah, like the season's over. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly
don't do
right.
the same as Panini with their NBA stuff. But
And the other thing I did is I went through, like I did a
10.
few weeks ago, the top 10 selling hobby boxes, not the TCG, but just the other types. And I'll tell you what, if here's a question for you. This is Ask Pugz is coming up, but I'm going to ask Pugz something.
Bit early.
Yeah, I know. I'm good at going early. Baseball.
yeah,
baseball. Obviously, baseball in Australia
Season's hot at the moment though.
not a big thing, but over in the States, baseball is massive.
Yep.
So all these people come in and they're the flippers and the investors and all the rest of it, but there's no real investment in baseball in Australia, is there?
No, not really. Well, who are you going to sell it to?
Well, I mean, if
Unless you're a collector, it's like great stuff to get, but there's no
Yeah.
one to really flip it to.
well, obviously in the States there would be though.
Yeah, 100%. That's not where you have like a ComC account or something. You just put it all into there, and
Yeah, so maybe there's a bit of an opportunity for Australian people, because the stuff is obviously more readily available at wholesale prices here in Australia than what you can get.
it's readily
Overseas.
available over there as well. When we were in America, everywhere we went, there was just baseball
Everywhere.
because it's like the biggest sport in
It's
that
America's
country.
pastime.
Yeah. So like everywhere you went, it's just basketball packs, and then there'd be like NFL and a couple NBA, but its majority was just baseball,
Interesting.
which is cool because like baseball's still upper deck, so you got like the cool upper deck
Yeah.
type products.
So Top Series 2 is the number one.
Nice.
Donruss comes in at number 2, baseball. And then it's Topps Heritage. And then we get to the Bowman University Chrome
Oh, nice.
and the Bowman Inception. So people are out there looking for one thing and one thing only.
MB.
So they're chasing those.
Star Wars Chrome.
Star Wars Chrome.
Still going.
7 was Major League, Big League Hobby. Then we finally get an NBA one, which is
Recon.
Recon.
Yeah, that just came out. So that's why that's up there.
And then we got Marvel Allure.
Oh, nice.
Which
I haven't
is
even
9.
seen that.
No. And then Bowman University Football. NFL Optic came in at 13. That was the first NFL product.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well
It's 'cause it's not in
it's
season.
off season. Yeah.
So it does not pose a question. I guess it does highlight the fact that cards are seasonal, just like the sports. Would you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Or because I watch a lot of the YouTube guys.
Yep.
It's also like who's hot or what's hot. A lot of them, because a lot of them look at it as a investment type thing or ways to make money and flip and.
So for me then, and I look at that list and it's all full of baseball, and I think to myself, well, maybe there's less of that flipping and investor stuff happening if that's the case,
Yeah, I think it's died down quite a lot.
which is good. It's good for
Yeah,
the hobby.
great.
It
It's good for
brings
us
people-
collectors.
Yeah, brings people back in. I was going to ask Jez what he thought of baseball. Actually,
Yeah, good sport.
really?
No,
No, why not?
Do you not like baseball?
I don't like baseball.
I
Why
love
not?
baseball. I played baseball in high school.
I don't hate baseball, but
Sounds like you do.
uh,
Well, I don't know why
It's a
you're
very long game, I
Right.
can tell you that.
yeah, bit too long. Yeah, we'll keep going.
I don't know.
I was waiting for it.
I know, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But so you don't.
No,
you're a fan
it's
of
just-
baseball.
I don't know.
So you're not
it-
chasing a
I
Wonder
feel like-
Franco 101?
No, I'm not.
Shohei Ohtani?
It's just not a sport that we've grown up with, so
Yeah.
it just doesn't
Yeah, no,
intrigue me.
that makes sense. It's not
Yeah.
really shown over here too often.
And
Unless-
even like school sports, you don't play it either.
Really?
No.
Yeah, we didn't play it when I was at Benoa, but when I grew up in Frankston, we had it.
No.
At
In
school?
Frankston, they gave you baseball bats to commit crime.
No, not me.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
No, I'm a good boy.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. We're going to go on to our next segment, which is one of the last. If you can't hear, I am losing my voice at a rate of knots.
Which one are you going to? The crazy frog?
Yeah,
I
let's
believe
do that.
it's. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
It could be. It's a 50-50 shot here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Excellent. So that's going to be for us Pugs today.
Oh,
No, Pugz has got he's got a jingle.
yeah, I forgot to put it on.
Yeah, Pugs' jingle hasn't quite made it. So,
What about your? Isn't that for your rant?
we'll rant in a second. Don't worry about that.
Whoa,
So, Jez, we've got 3 questions. I'll ask one. I got 2. You got 1, haven't you?
Oh, yep.
So I'll ask mine first. So this is the Ask Pugs. So we put this out. Big shout out to Mad Panda as well for the awesome graphic of
Yeah,
Pugs.
I love that.
So this is from Sam from Wollongong.
Hey, Sam.
When you grade a card, does the back and front of the card count equally?
100%, yes.
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 Is that across the board with all companies?
Yep.
Because I've heard PSA.
Yeah, we're not PSA.
No.
No, you mean all companies. I thought you meant all companies of like
Like
Tops,
Panini
Upper Deck,
and-
Panini,
No,
blah, blah.
all
But
grading
no,
companies.
I know PSA are a lot more lenient.
On the
Like they
back.
don't look at the back too much. Yeah, when we were studying up everything, looking at how everything gets done, yeah, we saw that and we didn't agree with it because the card is the card,
Well, the card is 2 sides.
and they do it eye appeal, so they can grade it a 10. I could look at that card and be like, what? That's no way. That's a 10 with the edging and the scratches on the back.
Yeah.
But that's just what
Okay, so
the way they do it.
Sam, it's a good question though because
Oh, it
you
makes
know,
sense. Yeah, I've had people ask me that before.
so they've obviously heard the PSA stuff. And
Well, actually it's on their website. So whether they've read it on the website,
wow,
that's how we found out about it.
We're going with my one now, Rob.
I reckon we'll go with your question.
Well, we got a question from Adam. It's more of a 3/2/3 part question here.
Whoa,
322.
start taking notes.
Should you grade a 101?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why not.
If so, would you authenticate the signature or would you not?
It's already authenticated on the card, so I don't think you really need to authenticate it.
And the last parts, would you authenticate and auto grade it?
If we ever eventually get to that, yes. But I know if I was to grade with another company, I wouldn't worry about authenticating the autograph or anything because it's already if you flip the card over, it says this was signed in front of a upper deck representative. Like it's already authenticated.
Yeah.
So you'd stick with that?
Yes.
Yeah. I question that because I can't speak, but I would add that depending on what you want to do with the card.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Because I almost say if you're wanting to sell that card, don't grade it.
Yeah, because there are one-on-ones that can get like a 7 or an 8.
And then you've stuffed it, but then people are reluctant for stupid reasons. It's still a 101. They should pay the exact same price.
Yeah, that makes sense. But if you want to just protect it in a case, why not?
Yeah, why not? Okay, the last question I've got is from Miriam.
Hey, Miriam.
Miriam from Rockhampton. Sorry to hear that you're stuck in Rockhampton, Miriam. Maybe one day you'll get out. Are there certain brands or types of cards that grade better than others in general?
Ooh.
So I think Miriam's talking about whether a Topps Chrome grades better than or a Revolution grades better than a
most Topps
Hoops.
is pretty good. It's just the Chrome stuff gets scratches on it, or if there's a bit of dust and you try to wipe it off, you can scratch it very easily. Same with all Chrome cards like Panini and anything else that does Chrome cards. But I've noticed there's also Panini have there's scratch marks on it from going through the machines that they use to move the cards around. And it's like metal rollers that leave scratch marks on the back of the cards. So Panini tend to grade worse than Topps or Upper Deck or Pokemon or anything like that. But
what about within say Panini, say Revolution compared to Hoops? Is there differences between the
There is, yeah. Well,
so some could be better than
some
others.
are better than others. Yeah, Hoops tend to have this weird chipping. It's depending on how they cut the cards. I have no idea how they cut them. But same with Court Kings, because it's like a canvas type thing. The way they cut it doesn't keep it cut.
I don't think it's the way they.
straight.
I think it's just the way the card's made that the cut can't go straight.
Mm.
It just
They just need to
comes
figure out a different way of cutting it if they want it to be perfect. But they don't really care, really.
Liam Gazzard's on there. Liam, I've got a card coming for you as well, which is good.
But I'd say the type of card that grades the best is predominantly Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Over everything.
Over everything there. We've
Yeah.
talked about that before. But I've also seen, and we've talked about in AFL.
Oh,
trading
AFL cards are amazing.
Yeah, especially remember those blank canvases, I think they were called.
Yeah, they were good. But that's almost like the same as Court Kings cards. Like they're not the same, but
Yeah.
it's almost the same
Yeah.
material.
But it's like they've figured out a way
Yeah.
to cut it that doesn't.
Because those
leave a
ones
little
seem to grade
residue.
really well, and then other cards in the same set, like their draft pick signatures, seem to have that grab mark from the machine.
But there's the purple parallels or the green parallels. There was one year where there was every single card had this distinct line down that would drop the surface down, and then it's like they fixed it for the next year because none of those cards had that line.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's something we noticed when we were doing it.
That's Ask Pugz for this week.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Pugz, for that. Jez, I know we'll get that. We'll get the link up for next week's.
Yeah, we'll get the link up. It's also now on the PSG website in the blog section.
Oh, cool. Just the Ask Pugz.
Yeah, and
people.
yeah, it'll be on our story once or twice this week.
Yeah. All right. I really don't have too much more because I really can't get.
You got no voice?
I got nothing left. It's
You
gone.
got no rant?
No,
Can you rant about your voice?
I was going to rant about my voice, but maybe a bloody short rant, and if I start laughing, I'll definitely lose my voice. There we go again.
I think that's
Yeah. So look, I think this week. So what have we got coming up? Gimco, our guys, our mates down in Gimco have opened their store
Oh,
out of Cranbourne. So check out their website. Go out and give it a look. I'll tell you what, one of the flashiest looking shops I've seen.
oh, really?
Yeah, really, really cool, very clean and sharp. They are taking submissions at their store for us as well, and we'll go down and say hello to them soon enough. But they got walls of pop vinyls.
Yes.
And I know I've known Dom for 8 or 9 years, and I know he's been preparing to open this shop for that whole time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so he's got a whole heap of that kind of stuff there. Card show wise, I'm not sure what's coming up.
There's
card
one.
show was?
There's a trade show, card show type thing this weekend at Fitzy
Oh, at Fitzy's, yes.
Yep.
So if you're in Southeast Queensland, give that a check out.
in Logan. If you're looking for it.
I'm going out on Sunday to the Ipswich Force.
Nice.
So taking local card shop out there, and they're going to be having the, I dare say, one of the first clubs in Australia to have NBL1 cards. So we'll have them.
That's
out
pretty
there.
cool.
We'll have them out there. I know Chop is clamping at the bit to have a look at those. And otherwise, we're just going to grade a whole heap of cards this week, aren't we?
Yep.
We are. Yes,
All right.
indeed.
Got anything to leave us with?
Protect your cards.
Oh, that's the cruelest cut of all.
That's fine.
What have you going to leave us with then?
Grow a beard.
Grow. Nice. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys all next week. We'll have Brett back. Hopefully I'll have a voice. And go platinum.
Go platinum.